Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away.
American 496 to report the river. American 496 to clear bound for visual, we're on 1 approach, 199, sub Delta 1618, descend to maintain 3000, to the left turn heading 050, report the river. Go 4352, descend to maintain 4000, then speed 190.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome aboard on this glorious Thursday afternoon. We are now boarding Spirit Flight 569 with service to Orlando. That's right, we're gonna go down and check out some of this Orbx True Earth Florida, see how we like it. We've already flown down there, so I think it's pretty damn sweet, if you ask me. Turn this down just a little bit more. So yeah, we're taking the Flight Factor A320 today, which is another new addition to the hangar. Flown it a handful of times, and I have to say I love it. So we'll be taking that on down to Orlando, and then we'll also be jumping into another new addition out of the hangar, which is the Les Sabb 340A. Leading Edge Simulations, I think it's called. And we're gonna check that thing out. I've flown it about 2 times already from Orlando to Key West, so that's going to be our second leg. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into the flight deck. I hope my audio is decent, and we'll check that out as we continue on this evening. So we'll jump into the flight deck, cold and dark as we like it, and we'll get Bat 1 and Bat 2 on, and we have ground power unit available. Chocks are placed, and we'll go ahead and switch over to external power. Nav lights can come on, and yeah, I may need to turn that down some. So let's go ahead and lower that a bit and see how that sounds. Alright, so I was just checking audio on that. Sounds decent. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the Aoruses to come on, start the alignment process, and jump down into the McDo. We're not doing this on VATSIM, so we're gonna just do this by ourselves. We got Traffic Global providing traffic coverage for us this evening. So it looks like we're gonna be cruising at flight level 370, and our route is gonna be departing Atlanta on runway 27 right via the Smelts 2 departure with the wallet transition direct to use, direct to OTK VOR, and that's going to be our transition into the Piglet 6 arrival into Orlando. So that's the way our flight plan is looking for this evening. Average winds is 242 at 81 knots. So we'll have some wind up there. Shouldn't be nothing that we can't handle. Clear out this master caution, and let's jump down in here into the McDo, and we're going KATL to MCO, and our flight number is going to be NK569. We'll insert that there. Cost index, we'll do 6, and our cruise, what did I say? Flight level 370. We'll drop that into there. And let me just double check the temperatures here at top of climb. Yeah, that's about right. Negative 55, it's got it at negative 57. We'll align on reference. So we now have our position, aircraft knows where it's at. Alright, so moving on. I'm going to be departing Atlanta via 27 right. The Smelts transit, what you call it, thingy. We'll insert that. Let's just see what it's giving us. Yeah, I don't think it didn't give me the option for transition out. Alright, we'll roll with that. We'll roll with that. We'll just put it in direct to wallet. Drop that. Insert. Then we're going direct to YUESS, and it's not picking that up. Well, let's go down to the bottom of our briefing packet here and get the Latin long for it and put it in that way. It's going to be north 3141.0. Slash west 08333.5. And let's see, we'll store that, insert that, so it's got that position. And then we're going direct to OTK. Insert that. And for our arrival, it said 18 left. But we're going to take We'll take 17 right. And let's see if we still have the... It's giving us the Piglet 4, which is pretty much the same, I'm betting, as the Piglet 6. So we'll do the Piglet 4. And it's not reading any transitions. I wonder why that is. And let's clear out this discontinuity. And clear out this one. Alright, so let's take a look at this on the plan side of things. Yeah, see, we're gonna have to get rid of K-Way here. It's got us. We need to get rid of Packer and K-Way. Because Glossy's got us coming in on final. So I wonder, can I do that here instead of just going direct to? Oh, we need to get rid of Shabag too. Let's see, can I do that here? Nah, it's not letting me. Alright, I'll tell you what, we'll leave it. I just want to get in the air, we'll leave it. And we'll just do a direct to once we get close. I think I got some things screwed up here on the flight plan here. Alright, so let's get our fuel. Let's see, what was it calling for? 15,928. And then I'll get me a conversion here. $72.24 on the fuel. And we'll just go 7,300. Set that. And I'm pretty sure it's max passengers, so we'll set that. Cargo. We'll leave that where it is. Baggage loaders can go away. Rear stairs can go away. That can go away. And we'll leave the main area there. Over to our perf data. Set it. And let's jump back down into the McDo here. Get our 2 V speeds, 133. We'll do 130 for V1. Set that. Flaps up 1.1. So we'll do flaps 1 / up 1.1. And flex to 65. I don't know where to get the flex temp on the flight factor, but we'll roll with that. Next phase, climb is good, cruise is good, descent is good. We'll worry about that as we get closer. Everything else is looking good. And let me pull up the METAR here and refresh that. Altimeter here is 3007, so we'll set that now. And we're set. We are set on both sides. Go ahead and turn the fuel pumps on in preparation for pushback. Arm the emergency lights. Signs can come on. And we'll throw a welcome message. Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. I'd like to take a moment to welcome you on board our flight today. We're just finishing up a couple of final preparations up here in the cockpit, and we should be shutting the doors here momentarily. We should have an on-time departure for today. We're not expecting much in the way of weather, so we do ask that you sit back and enjoy your flight. Once again, welcome aboard. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and we just double check outside, and we need to get rid of the fuel truck and the GPU. We need to get APU power on first before we get rid of the GPU. But we can go ahead and get rid of the fuel truck. And we'll go ahead and chocks off while we're there. Master switch on. And start. And let's jump outside and see if we can hear this beautiful BSS sound pack. As the APU comes to life. Now that's an APU sound there. That's awesome. Alright, so we've got APU up. So we'll go ahead and turn the bleeds on. External power can come off. And ground power can be dismissed. Alright, so let's go ahead and make sure I'm on my profile here. Yep. I don't think that's right. Alright, let's go ahead and pre-plan our pushback. Pushback nose to the left, since we're going right over here to this runway right here next to us.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Alright, we'll do. So we'll go ahead and beacon light can come on as we're getting ready to push back. Everything else on the overhead is looking good. And let's set our MCP altitude on up to 10,000 because that's the top altitude for this departure. But we'll climb out before we get to the end of the departure since we're not on VATSIM. Alright, everything else is looking good. Let's go ahead and get the tug connected.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Now this technically is a fictional livery. I don't think Spirit has any CFM Airbuses. I could be wrong.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Alright, there's the tug lifting us up, lifting the nose wheel up.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Let's jump in here and let the parking brake go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Go ahead and squawk mode Charlie. There we go. And while we wait, let me go ahead and get my charts up and just double check the Alright, we can come on to engine number 2.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Yeah, we're not. Oh, there we go. We got rotation now on N2. Wasn't getting it at first. There she is. This thing still saying TCAS standby. Oh. Alright.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Got rotation on engine number 1. As the tug removes itself.
Hartsfield Jackson and Landa INTL information Julian. 1900 Zulu weather. Wind 340 and 20. Visibility more than 10. Sky clear. Temperature 9.
Alright, so we just wanted to make sure that we got the right runway according to the METARs I searched up online. Alright, APU bleed can come off and APU can be shut down. And let's go ahead and do flaps 1. Flight controls check. Full right rudder. Back. Full left rudder. Forward. Neutralize. Full right rudder. And full left rudder. I meant to say ailerons. I said rudder. I meant to say ailerons. Alright. Takeoff config. Auto brakes can come to max for departure. We'll notify the cabin. Let's go ahead and arm the spoilers. And we'll notify the cabin and get the takeoff config test as we get to the runway. Taxi lights can come on. Everything else is set and we are ready to get out of here. Brakes can come off. Play on the right. We are good to go, guys. Puppy down some. We're trying to do a Southwest taxi. Looking good, looking good. And we're gonna have a slight crosswind on this departure. And this is our runway here. hold short here for a second. Final approach appears to be clear. Not seeing anything out there. Lights can come all the way on. Wing lights and strobes. Runway turnoffs as well. And let's go ahead and jump over here and inform the flight crew that we're set for departure. That clears our messages there. Take off config test. Alright, all green, no blue. We're ready to depart Atlanta.
Approaching 27 right.
Yeah, I should have went on that one. I didn't get the whole runway here. Not paying attention. That's alright, we should be able to get it. No problem.
On runway 27 right.
I'm gonna try to line her up. And flex 65.
80 knots.
80 knots cross check. Try to hold that center line.
V1.
There's V1.
Rotate.
There's rotation speed.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Gear coming up. And we'll fly the flight directors on out. Still hand flying her. Get that nose up a bit. Slats can come on up. Trying to get. There we go. Climb thrust set. We're still flying the flight directors manually. And we'll give it to the autopilot here just so we can see the cloud break. Coming through here. Turbulent. Good so far.
Altimeter setting.
I don't know why the flight factor does that. It screams about the altimeter. And you hadn't even crossed transition altitude yet. Alright, here comes our initial level here at 10,000. $250 knots. Getting a little bit of frame rip. We'll go ahead and switch off the landing lights. One-way turn-offs. Some taxi lights can also come off. We'll stay here till we get out to what? To about Rivet, or halfway to Rivet. And then we'll continue our climb on up to cruise. You know what? We ain't on VetSim. Why not? There's alternate rigs. Alright, let's go ahead and get ourselves on up to cruise altitude here. I think it was 37. Let me just double check that. Yeah, 37. Alright. Brakes can come off. Seatbelt signs can come to auto. As we continue our climb out of Atlanta. Looking good. Yeah, my mic was muted when I said that. So what I said was we're definitely still fine-tuning some things here on the stream. Got some new equipment and you know, just getting everything set up, things like that, trying to get sound right and everything like that. So I keep looking down here trying to see if everything is functioning like it should be. Georgia Minimums. What's going on, my brother? Glad you can join us. We are just departing Atlanta, climbing out to our cruise altitude of flight level 370, and we're heading on down to Orlando. Check out that that new Orbx True Earth Florida. So yeah, we're flying a new aircraft in the hangar, the Flight Factor A320, and this flight will terminate in Orlando, and then we'll be picking up another new aircraft that we got, which is the leading edge simulations Sabb 340A, and we'll be taking that under the Silver Airways call sign on down to Key West, and our night will terminate in Key West. Glad you can make it. It says, did you fly P3D or FSX before you started using XPlane? I did. There's some old videos when I had the PC that could, or that would, or that would try to do something. I used to fly FSX back in the day, way back in the day. So yeah, you can see those old videos. I mean, I wasn't getting anything, dog. 10 frames. It was trippy. Then I went all of those years until last year without a PC. Well, I had laptops, but me personally, I ain't about the game on a laptop. But yeah, man, I thought about deleting those videos, and then I was like, well, no, this is kind of where we come from. Yep. Looking good. If I don't stop hitting my freaking boom arm here. Once we get up to cruise, we'll try to stretch her on out to like 0.80 or something, speed up a bit. Get on down to Orlando. We got a hell of a crosswind right now, almost 100 knots. Give me a sec, guys. Let me see what the hell that damn noise was. Be right back. Minimums, I see your comment. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, like 30 seconds. we're back. So you said, did you ever have the scenery MKJP Kingston Jamaica Airport? Not in FSX, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I had much scenery in FSX. I couldn't run it. And back then, I didn't know what scenery was. Like, I knew how to download and install add-on aircraft and things of that nature, but I didn't do too much with scenery installations or anything like that. Not like over here anyways. Exiting, just about to exit here at Wallet, which is our transition out. Got an aircraft out here in front of us somewhere 1,900 feet above us, so we'll need to watch out for him. Now, one thing I will say about this Orbx True Earth, it is really good. It looks nice. But damn if that ain't a hard line coming across from Georgia to Florida. I mean, you can pretty much tell where Orbx picks up at. And what I did notice is I had, just flying off stream, I had a couple frame rips coming through that transition period, so we'll see how it goes today. We'll see how it goes today. Right now we'll get almost 40 frames. Made a couple other changes. I went from the RTX 2080 graphics card and bumped it up to an RTX 2080 Ti. So that's giving me some more VRAM. The sim does run a lot smoother. But we do still have some hiccups that hopefully will be fixed with the release of Vulkan. Maybe it'll cut down on some of those micro stutters a bit. I have no visual on those aircraft that's out here. He's 2,400 feet above me now. He's off to the right somewhere, so we should be clear. 2 more behind him. This one's only 200 feet below me, 300 feet below me. But he shouldn't be a factor. And I meant to go and get some beer before this, and I completely forgot. So even the Ortho, this is Ortho scenery here. That looks really good. I have pretty much the whole United States covered with Ortho tiles. But if this looks good, I mean, I just think that Orbx stuff looks even better, in my opinion. it is taxing on the system. But damn, does it look good. Let me see if I can go ahead and jump in here and see if it'll let me. See if it'll let me. It probably won't let me. Oh, it's already on 8.0. For cruise. Alright, so we'll leave it there. Once we get up to cruise, the aircraft should speed up to Mach 0.80. We make this turn here, we should have this 105 knot head / crosswind should turn into a tailwind, which in theory would help to push our ground speed up quite a bit. So we still got a little ways to go before we cross over into Florida. But we're making our way. And you say MKJP Kingston Jamaica Airport, Oops Jamaica. Well, yeah, Kingston is in Jamaica. I don't know what the Oops is for, but I do have a freeware version of that airport on XPlane. Nautical miles out from our turn. Frame rep. It's letting me know. What the hell was that I just put down? What the hell is that? I have no idea. It's obviously some settings for the compass. Oh, that's cool. It gives the serial number, the origin. Huh. Maybe that's the access port for the compass. You change it out. That's pretty cool. I totally did not mean to find that. You know what it is? That's the wrong fucking That's the wrong daggone, what's the name? Let's go direct to Jafar. Yeah, that was the wrong freaking VOR. I should have checked the coordinates. Yep, I should have checked the coordinates. Frame rips. Yeah, it's like there were 2 times where I noticed I had those frame rips. One was about here, and there's another one a little further south as we cross over. I don't know if it's trying to load that Orbx in or what. Yeah, so our flight plan got screwed up a bit. We have top of descent coming in up here. And let me just see what, yeah, that OTK VOR screwed us. And it screwed my top of descent. Let me just see here. Jasmine, Piglet. Yeah, see, my top of descent keeps changing. We'll just descend a bit early, somewhere about 80 miles or so, because we'll need to be, for Piglet, we need 11,000 for Piglet. I don't know why this thing has such an issue with Piglet waypoints. He says I spelled Jamaica wrong at first. Okay. Does the Airbus A319, 320 seem easier to land than the 737? I would say that the tallest A319, in my opinion, I used to have a harder time landing it, and that's simply because I still use a yoke. A lot of people use their joysticks to fly Airbuses. I have a perfectly good one to fly it with. But I hate having to switch everything out. So since getting my response curves and stuff, I've been able to land the Airbus series as good as I land the Boeing aircraft. So since we're talking about that, that's another new thing that's added into the stream is I finally got my honeycomb yoke. And this thing makes it a lot easier with I guess the natural sensitivities of the yoke itself. So it feels a lot more realistic. So yeah, I've been landing them even better using the honeycomb. But I haven't flown the 737 too much, simply because I was having some issues with the Zebo mod. So we just got those issues ironed out, like day before yesterday, or yesterday. I think it was day before yesterday. Like my Zebo wasn't capturing the ILS, wasn't capturing the localizer, wasn't capturing the glide slope, so I stopped flying it for a while. And then did a clean install on it the other day in short flight, and it worked as it was supposed to. So that was my first time flying it with the honeycomb yoke, and it felt really good. And I think I got like a negative, I think 130 or something like that on that landing. So we'll see what we get here. I've flown this aircraft 2 other times, so since I bought it, so this will be my 3rd time flying it. As far as the systems and everything, I'll be honest, I'm a Boeing man. You know, like Anthony, he always says he loves the Airbus. It's a lot easier. A lot of this shit is automated, you know, up here on the overhead. So yes, a lot of switches and stuff that's automated that you don't have to flip as you would in a Boeing. Some even say the MCDU is a lot easier. To me, I have about the same amount of trouble with the MCDU. I guess it's because in the Boeing aircraft, you know, I know what to do. I'm used to the Boeing FMC. So here, when it comes to doing certain things, like, you know, I had to go direct 2 on that waypoint, and now my top of descent's all screwed up. I don't know how to fix that on the Airbus. Like, I don't know why my top of descent, see if you look here, my top of descent is jumping around like that. So what I'm gonna do is, that looks from here to Jafar to Piglet. I gotta be at 11,000 at Piglet. That looks kinda close. So I think I'm gonna start a slow top of descent here at this first marker. But I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know even where to begin on trying to fix that. I would need my Airbus guys in here to try to help me figure that out. But I mean, I like the aircraft about the same. What's up, man? You gonna be quiet? Get it out. But yeah, I mean, Airbus just does things different than Boeing. There's nothing wrong with it. I like both of them. But in real life, if you ask me, I think I favor the, no. Hold on a second. Yeah, I heard a car alarm. I thought somebody was trying to break in my car. They was about to have some problems. So yeah, we'll start a top of descent here shortly. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, we're just northwest of Jacksonville, so. Here comes, I believe, that daggone Florida Orbx trying to load in. But yeah, I don't know how to adjust my top of descent here. That's the type of stuff that gets me with the Airbus, is all of this stuff in here is automated. it's going from 79 to 30. We'll just do that first top of descent. Captain Geo is in the building. What's going on, my good brother? Thank you for stopping by. I wish I could have caught up with you and Blue the other night, man, when y'all did y'all's version of True Earth Florida. Geo says, flying to Orbx, Florida, I see, LOL, been enjoying it too, bro. Yeah, I watched y'all stream. I'm gonna be honest, I watched y'all stream and I was like, I had no idea that was coming out. And I watched y'all stream, and in the middle of the stream, I was like, yep, I'm downloading right now. But I think it was on, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was on the replay, the stream replay, so it wasn't live. But yeah, I've been meaning to get on, and I wanted to do it that Tuesday. To do that stream last Tuesday, but you know, things got in the way. I was still trying to test some stuff out. Got a new mic, got my honeycomb, you know, a couple other things that that I needed to, you know, work out before streaming. And I just didn't get around to it. So we're here. We are here. We'll be stopping in Orlando, swapping planes and jumping in the Sabb 340 and going on down to Key West. Glad you can make it though, Gio. Appreciate you. I didn't want to fly the whole thing low and slow, so I figured, yeah, let's do a tube liner and then let's do the other half of Florida and something, you know. So we'll probably end up cruising at, I don't know what the flight plan called for, but we'll probably end up cruising at about 10,000. When I first got it though, I got it installed and I took off and did pretty much the same flight you all did, Geo, you and Blue, and flew up the east coast of Florida and landed in, where did I go? Oh, I landed in Miami, I think. But boy, when I got around Miami, that my computer was like smoking. I was like, yeah, I won't be going to Miami. So we're gonna do Orlando. And I think, if I'm correct, my flight plan takes us down, pretty much down the center towards Naples, Florida, that way. And I'm with you on Tampa, Geo. I won't be touching Tampa until V1 comes out with his version. I have a freeware version installed there now. I got the SD, man. I looked at that HD and I was just like, man, I wasn't willing to freaking take up. I got one hard drive left for add-ons. And Ortho, I have one regular hard drive, I think 2 or 3 terabytes. No, I think it's 4 terabytes. And that's full of Ortho, just nothing but Ortho. And then some of the other Ortho for like some of the Caribbean islands, that's now on my spare SSD. So I didn't want to take, and I think that's a 2 terabyte when I've got like 600 gigs or 800 gigs left. I wasn't about to fill 300 of that up with the HD version. And then looking and comparing it, you know, the Blue had the standard. I think you had the HD. I went and looked at both. I mean, yours looked really good, but so did his. And I was just like, eh. And I think what sold me on why is my aircraft telling me to decelerate? Because I missed that damn top of descent. What sold me on it was the fact that you could upgrade at any point in time. So So we'll bring the speed on back a bit. Start our descent here. If we get a couple of little hiccups. Let's see. Oh, we would have cloud cover over there. There's some of that Orbx starting to show through. So as we get lower, I mean, it looks good from up here too, but as we get lower, you'll really start to see the details. Geo, you stupid with the crying smiley faces. Yeah, bro, I wasn't about to take 300 gigs of my space to try to get that HD version in there. I mean, I had the space to do it, but I was just like, meh. Man, every time I've ordered so much stuff in the last, I guess, month. Every time the dog barks at the door, my kids say there's a package at the door. So he was definitely thinking there was a package at the door. Why did this thing go back into? See what this thing said here. So we need 11,000. Yeah, we may end up blowing past it at Piglet, I don't know. I mean, we got some time here. 60 miles. As I get a frame wreck here. She's holding the speed pretty good. Let me go ahead and ding the belt signs back on. I don't think my descent announcement's gonna work.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck.
It's low, I gotta redo my sounds.
You're up and about, we exit you returning to ensure that you're securely fastened. We are still looking at an on-time arrival, actually a few minutes early. So we'll talk to you again momentarily.
Got some cloud cover off the left wing. And we're starting to see that detail come in. Move, dogs. Move, move, move. Geo, do you use X Enviro's weather briefer? I don't like to use LH is reading 3005. Temperature's 26. Wind is 260 at 5 knots. Transition altitude is 18,000. Decision height. Let's take a look at our chart here. What are we doing? What did I plan for? 17 right? I think I did. Let me see. Yeah, I think that is 17 right. Chart up here. Ideas. Yep, that's the same name of the ILS frequency, 111.75, that's set, course 185, that's correct. Decision height on that is going to be 200 feet. So we'll drop that in there. And we're good to go for the approach. Something is still picking 6 or feeding. Tiger, Tigger to Tijuana. Alright. And then I think the rest of it is packing. Is that on the other chart? Yep, it's got my flight plan all screwed off. That's what it is. I don't know what all of that is. We're gonna have to just do some directs here at Tijuana. Trying to see where my flight plan here picks up into my final approach. So yeah, once we get to, I don't know why, I must have made a huge mistake somewhere. Once we get to Tiger, we'll go direct to Glossy. And that'll be our final approach there. We'll vector ourselves there. Glossy, they want 2,500. So we'll bring this on down to 25. 2005. Alright, so we're set there. We'll go direct once we get to Tiger. Let's go ahead and increase our about to have this. We about to blow the speed too. Let's bring the speed on back. And let's go ahead and throw out some speed brakes to help us. And there's 10,000 feet. Landing lights can come on. True Earth. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to fix some freaking screw ups. Approaching minimum says back. Just crushed some brown stew oxtail with butter, beans, lots of rice. Man, you was hungry, huh? HD Simulation is in the building. Welcome aboard, HD. Frame rep. Thank you for stopping by as we descend into Orlando. Trying to kill some speed. Flight plans all screwed up in the MCDU, but we're gonna try to go ahead and get her stable, not dig around with it too much. Alright, there's 250, so we'll stow the speed brake. As she comes on back to 240, we're looking for 2,500. And my vertical speed thing keeps resetting as well. I don't know. Keep it going on down. We can see Glossy just right out past Tawona. Once we get to Tawona, we'll go ahead and go direct to Glossy. And that should put us on final approach to be able to get her down. Thank y'all for stopping by, man. Enjoying this Thursday evening with us. Flight 569 will terminate in Orlando, and we will be picking up flight 3M70, which is Silver Airways Sabb 340 down to Key West. So yeah, well, it looks like we'll make 2,500 by the time we get to where we need to. Ground spoilers are already on. We'll go auto brakes too. Go ahead and bring up our approach plate for final. Yeah, when we make this turn at Glossy, we should be bang on the glass slope. So the aircraft should pick that up automatically and start descending towards the runway. It's about halfway through the approach. Go ahead and go direct now. It's glossy. Alright, so we're looking good. I think we'll have a decent approach here. Everything appears to be set up. See if we can get some more of that true earth coming in there. Yeah, that's a lake out there. What is this lake? Opeka? Applepeka? Lake Applepeka? Am I saying that right? I don't know what these little spots is on the Flight Factor A320. I don't like it. Get our approach chart back up. And let's drop our speed to let's do 230 for right now. Still got a little ways to go. Looks like downtown Orlando out there in front of us. Landing system on both sides.
2,500.
And come on. Yeah, we got down here a bit quick. Wasn't sure I was gonna make it with our top of descent being screwed off like that. But we're here early at the glide slope intercept altitude. So in theory, the aircraft should capture the localizer and the glide slope at the same time. And then, as usual, we'll take over from 1,000 foot, fly right down through minimums, and see if we can get a decent landing in here this evening. And we'll get one or two quick replays, but I want to go ahead and jump straight into the Sabb. And the reason I say that is because I'm going to do a sim reset, so everything is on even playing fields. I don't know, some aircraft just like a reset. Man, this looks really good. This looks really nice. Just waiting to see if I get a frame rip as we come across downtown Orlando. Oh, you know what? See, I'm messing up. I ain't even got. Let's go ahead and grab that approach button there. Yeah, we should get the lope coming in here in a minute, 5 miles out from it. And let's bring our speed on back to
2,500.
180. And we're good for flaps 1. Slow on down. Actually, that was slats one. I wanted slats plus flaps. Alright, there's our turn. And as you can see, the glass slope is already right there. At least I think. I'm not seeing the localizer come in. But we got the glass slope. It says it has, yeah, just captured the glass slope. There's the loc. So we'll go ahead, gear down. Bring our speed on back. 135 is our approach speed. Bring the speed on back to 135. There's a loc. Make sure the cabin is ready. And all we need is flaps full here. We will be configured. Going back to flaps 3. We're a bit fast, but we have less time to get fucking sorted out here. She's dropping speed nicely. Landing lights are on. Runway turnoffs can come on. Nose gear light can come on as well. And we'll let her get
1,000.
stable. There's 1,000. We'll let her get stable at approach speed and then we'll take over. No, you gotta wait a second. Alright, there's autopilot disconnect.
Approaching 17 right.
This localizer seems a bit off at this airport. Another freeware. Or maybe it's because of the wind.
500.
Dude. Alright. 400 foot check. Landed. And we'll go ahead and place our hand over the throttles.
100 above, 300.
Glass slope is looking good.
Minimum 200.
Landing.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard. Retard.
Oh, I did not flare good. I did not pull her back that good. It's all good. It said very good flare. I mean, it was under 300, but I felt as though I should have pulled her back some more.
Right, 5,000 feet
braking.
remaining.
Brakes are hot, yes we know. We will exit here. Go ahead, flaps up. $284, it's a decent landing. It's a firm one. And we'll go ahead and start the APU. Wing lights can come off. HD says, nice approach and landing, bro. Thank you. I thought it was a little firm, but I mean 284, it's under 500. That's what a pilot told me. You have Orbx? Yes, I do. I have the standard definition version. Got it, what, Sunday, I think? So I've been flying Florida for the last couple days, testing and everything like that. So we're just gonna get up here to a gate, get a couple replays, and then we're gonna continue this Florida adventure on down to Key West. That's what we're gonna do. Oh shit, sorry about that, guys. Go ahead and cut through here, get one of these stands over here by Frontier. And then we'll go ahead and get a couple replays and jump straight into the next leg. And you know what? Let's go down here by our colleagues here. Let's go on down here by our colleagues. And you know what? We could have just took that gate. We'll just take this gate. Because I think that gate there is part of that stand there. Alright, taxi lights out so we're not blinding the ramp crew, even though it's daytime. The speed brakes still on? I think they were. We're going to line up off center line because the scenery is kind of wicked. Try to get our left main on that line there. It is picking us up as an A320, which we are. Too far. Ain't that something? Let's try something here. Oh, I don't want. Alright, there we go. Use a little bit of reverse. That'll do it. Alright, parking brakes can come on. APU bleed. And we can shutter on down as the APU gens take over. And beacon light can go off. And seatbelt sign. Emergency light can go off. And looks like we're good for deboarding. There you have it. Welcome to Orlando, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and complete this flight on Project Fly. God damn, I did that shit again. I never started the flight on Project Fly. Man, that really freaking All these things I have to remember. Alright, well, let's go ahead and jump into the replay. Get you guys a couple good replays here. Let's see where we're at. Alright, yeah, we'll start there. Get you all a couple good replays. Alright, I'm gonna work on starting this next leg, guys, while you enjoy the replays. And we'll be right back at it here in a second. As we crank up to that Trinity that CJ Hollister put us on to. Crank up to that Trinity that CJ Hollister put us on to. How bad about the feedback, guys? Captain Geo says Project Fly, LOL. Yeah, man, I forget it all the time. Do you use something different? Now, I use a combination of stuff. I use Project Fly along with Navigraph charts, see my route, things like that. That looked harder than it was, because that was XP realistic. All right, guys, we'll do one more and then we'll cut and jump into the Sabb. Alright guys, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Reloaded the sim. And we'll start this next leg. Hope you guys stay with me. And we'll get cracking on the second leg in the brand new Sabb 340 that I just picked up. Enjoy the screenshots. These are all recent screenshots. We'll be back in a minute.
Updates finished.
Alright guys, we are loading up, so we'll be back on screen here in a moment. I just want to take the time to let you guys know that if you would like your screenshots featured in this segment, be sure to post them to my Discord in the appropriate section, in the screenshot section. If you are not yet part of the Discord, it's also time to go ahead in the description and click on that link and join the Discord. With that said, we'll be back in just a few moments. just about done loading, guys. This is definitely one of the parts of XPlane that I do not enjoy. It takes forever to load up. And of course we're loading here in Florida, so gotta load in the Orbx. So we'll be back on screen just as it's done. We're just saying done with preloading now, so we're just about there. Captain Geo says I had i7 9758 1660 Ti 6 gig DDR4. Yeah, that sounds good, dude. I'm running let's see, what am I running? Did I forget my system section? Let's see, I'm running the i7 9700K. Just switched from a RTX 2080 to a RTX 2080 Ti. That has the 11 gigs of VRAM, 32 gigs of DDR4, Corsair Vengeance RAM, and let's see, multiple freaking hard drives. Alright, so we are loaded up, guys. Let's go ahead and bring you all back in. And let's jump to the outside of this beautiful Sabb 340. First of all, how can passengers get on if the doors aren't open? So let's get that on opened up. Here we have the doors open for the guys. And we are over on the west ramp of Orlando. And we should have our flight plan already input into the GPS there. So again, this is a new aircraft I picked up. It's by Leading Edge Simulations. Gorgeous, gorgeous aircraft in my opinion. Way better than the Coronado version. So we're gonna fly this on down to Key West. So with that said, let's go ahead and bring the music down and get right into it. Alright, jump into the cockpit. Nicely done cockpit. Sorry about the track IR, guys. Just trying to make sure the mic is on. Nicely done cockpit. It does use the XPlane 11 GTN, I mean not GTN, Garmin 530. What I like about the Coronado version is the Coronado version uses the GTN 750. I almost bought it, but watched a video of Q8 Pilot comparing these two, and I just had to grab this one. So let's go ahead and come over here and get our GPU in place. Remove all the static elements. And see if I can remember how to fire this thing up. So we'll get those on straight away. No, we don't want override. We just want on. Alright, batteries on. We're gonna go essential avionics, left avionics, right avionics. And we'll get external power on. And we'll cancel the master cautions as you hear the external power kicking up. Now I don't know about the sounds on this thing as far as the volume, so I'm gonna go back default volume for you all. Let me know if it's too loud when we get going in comparison to my mic. Alright, so let's get GPS on. Waiting on the systems to finish aligning. And while we wait on that, let's go ahead and pull up the weather here for Orlando. Oh, you know what? I had it on the other screen. Let's just refresh it. Refresh that. Altimeter is 3006. Not much has changed there. Wind is 240 at 6 knots. Ceiling is at least 12,000 feet AGL. So we should have some nice visibility. I don't know what I'm going to cruise at. Maybe I'll cruise at 12,000. And we'll do it that way so we can get some low-level flying in for the alright, there's our flight plan there. Enter. Boom. Flight plan's already done. That's downloaded directly from SimBrief. And we may have to make 1 or 2 revisions en route so that we fly directly into the approach. Because from what I remember, there's a couple waypoints that's wanting to take us to the Key West VOR first and then back out for the approach. We don't want to do that. Alright, so we're all set there. Let's take a look at our briefing packet so we can get our fuel and our payload. Yeah, it's wanting us to cruise at 16,000. We'll do 12,000 so we can stay kind of low. It's saying 2892 on the fuel. We'll go with 31. That's good enough. And let's see what it said for payload. 7.1. Here we'll do 56 and total fuel we'll do 31. So that's set. Yeah, fuel is set. Let's get some instrument lights on. Do the same thing on the co-pilot side. So we're good there. Altimeter is 3006. Hasn't changed much since yesterday either. That's the same altimeter it was when I flew this yesterday. Alright, everything else is looking set, and we'll set our altitude at 12. So we can get some nice shots of the Orbx. Alright, nav lights can come on as we have power established. Panel lights can come on. Everything else is looking set. And let's just hope I remember the procedures here. Put that in standby. And let us grab the altimeter here right quick. I've already started the flight on Project Fly. So that's good to go. And I forgot to come on cam too, guys. But we're here. And let me change. Damn, what was the Sabb 340's ICO code? SF34. Okay. SF34 is our ICO code, whatever it's called. And let's jump over to Fly Live right quick, change our information. We're departing KMCO to KEYW. Our call sign. Call sign is Silver 3 Mike 70. So we'll just put 3 Mike 70 for the sake of time. Okay, that. Get your overlay up for you. Alright, so it looks like we're good to go. Let's jump back here and shut the doors. Alright, we're all buttoned up, ready for departure. Let me just grab the ATIS, make sure everything is current. And then we'll be good to get out of here. We'll have to revise a few things en route. ATIS is 12525. And let's jump over here.
Orlando INTL Information Alpha. 1700 Zulu weather. Wind 250 at 5, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 25, dew point -14.
So we'll
altimeter 3003. Arriving runway 18 left, departing runway 18 left. Advise on initial contact you have Alpha.
Alright, so we have information Alpha. We'll change the altimeters there, and we'll swap back over there. So we'll make sure our fuel is there, give her a little bit of friction. And looks about right for fuel cutoff. Jump on this side here so we can see. Yeah, that's what we want. Alright guys, so we are ready for start. Beacon light can come on. And we'll go ahead and start the right engine first. Alan A, welcome aboard, brother. Sorry I'm late. Had practice today. No worries, bro. Glad you can make it. We're just starting our second leg down to Key West. Alright, so we've got good engine start, and as you notice, they have the systems pretty much detailed. I mean, a lot shuts down automatically when you go start that engine to make sure everything has the juice. So we've got engine number 2 going, and we'll go ahead and crank up number 1, and as you see, everything shut down again. And there's everything coming back. We'll let that engine stabilize a little bit before we switch over. And we'll go ahead and reset the packs like so. And the right gen can come on. Got to reset that. The left gen can come on. Got to reset that. Now we should be in theory ready to swap over to the aircraft's power. We'll turn that off and we'll get rid of the GPU. Oh, did I lose anything? No, I did not. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's got to be done in that order, or you'll lose your alignment, you'll lose everything. Only thing that should really restart is your GPS and some of your gauges and things like that. Alright. So, go down here, put that on GPS. We're going to be following that. That is our LNAV. Jump onto nav there. And we're going to be using climb mode at 141 knots. And what I can do is jump back here in the cabin, since this thing likes to reset the shades. I don't know why it does that. So we'll get the shades up in that seat. Let's check over here. Yep, this one's like that too. Only single annoying thing about this aircraft, the shades they're just in whatever position. So guys, remember we reset, I put my sound back to default as far as what you're hearing. So when we take off in this thing, just let me know if the game mix of sounds is too loud for my voice. Because we'll need to change that. Alright, that shade is up. This shade is not up. So we're there. Alright, so we're good to go. Let's go ahead and press our button here that engages nose wheel steering. I've got it bound to a button on my joystick. And we're gonna come down to, what's that, flap 7. And let's go ahead and trying to adjust my trim here. I accidentally turned the autopilot on. My trim isn't working now. Let's go ahead and arm the emergency lights. Alright, got that cleared off. Yeah, I did something. Yeah, I think I hit the wrong button. Alright, we're just gonna go with it and try to fix it. Alright, park and brake. And come off. We'll stand on the brakes for a second. And let's go ahead and get our condition levers up. Now we want to go into beta range. Usually that would be down here somewhere, but not on this aircraft. You got max right there, then there's another gate that you go up and over, and that's beta range. As you can see, it's lit up there, and so we'll go ahead and roll on out down to what's this, 18 right. And this thing has some really nice sounds. I mean, it's on the same level as TBM and Air 4 Labs King Air. Let me just double check my controls here for some reason. Let's scroll down. Oh, you know what? Okay. Got that figured out. Get our climb mode set. 41 knots, climb out. We'll be taking off behind this aircraft. Down here, I can't see what it is. United 737. don't overheat. Well, this thing has that, it automatically turns them off. It automatically shuts all of that down when you engage the, the ignition? Yeah, the starter. When you engage the starter, everything up here shuts down. Unless you're doing, I think unless you're doing a motor room start. And that's where you, spin the engine up before introducing fuel, kind of like what you do with 737. Never mind, too late. Oh, you using X camera? Yeah, I'm using X camera. But when you see that view, when you see the view snap like that, that's me hitting the reset button in the center of my track IR. So if y'all see me going like this and all, it's because I forgot to pause it before turning my head, so that y'all don't get sick. Hopefully this wake turbulence is dissipated by the time we get there. There he goes. Thank you for showing up, though. What's up, buddy? Love you too. Okay. Okay, we got a guy coming in on the final there. Alright, shut the door. Yeah, shut the door. Right there. Uh-oh, somebody's getting in trouble. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Let this guy land.
Approaching 18 right.
Yep, somebody was getting in trouble. Alright, so that guy landed. Yep. So we'll go ahead and landing lights on. Strobe can come on. I forgot the taxi lights. Wing lights can come on as well. And we'll go ahead and come on back into max range. There's a detent there. And we'll go ahead and get those on. And set this guy at 100%. And check final. Final is clear. We'll line up and make sure that that guy is clear.
Approaching 18 right.
Clear the runway there. Rotate at about 105 knots here in this thing. And he's just clearing the runway down there.
On runway 18 right.
Just double check that I am in. Alright. Stop here, bring the power on up. And we're looking for the auto chorus, which I don't have on. Don't have the standby. Damn, I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. Where's my auto chorus? Auto chorus, and there we go. And we'll look for that light to illuminate. config, is it? Let's just take a look over everything right here for a second. That's on. That's the first time I got that warning for config. And it's just telling me config. Guys, we're just gonna go with it here in a second. Welcome back, HD. We're sitting here trying to figure out why we're getting the takeoff config. It doesn't tell us what the config is. And that's the first time that I've gotten that warning in this aircraft since I got it a couple of days ago. Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so we let the engine temp lights go out. Let it stabilize, bring the power back. That's the only thing about this thing. Get her to stabilize. Alright. We're going. Brakes release. Those temp lights out. There we go. Airspeed to live. At 60, we're disengaging nose wheel steering using all rudder. There's 100. And rotate. Positive brake gear can come up. Set the autopilot here. And the autopilot will now pitch to maintain 141 knots on the climb. This thing sounds turboprops, man. I love them. Climb's pretty damn going good too. And we could have used VS mode, but there's a possibility of VS mode will get you into trouble. But here the airplane is using airspeed, all of that extra airspeed, and we can bring the throttles back now. You see the aircraft will pitch down. I know what it is. I need to adjust this daggone adjust that a little bit more. There we go. See, as we bring the throttles back, the aircraft levels off to maintain that 140. And we'll try to get I need some new daggone throttle quadrants. Tinker with the power a little bit to get about a 2,000 foot a minute climb rate and the friction lock. And we'll bring the props on back. Passenger comfort. That little bit makes it jump all the way up there. See how that throttle's moving back and forth like that? I need some new throttles. Alright, that's close enough. 2,000 foot a minute. Go ahead and jump back here in the cabin. Take a look at the good old Orbx. Diego, welcome aboard. Says nice Swedish plane, dude. Check your ITT. Fly consistent ITT. Yeah, it's hard, man. My throttle has a lot of noise. That's not really noticeable when I fly jets. But here, when I fly turboprops, especially highly simulated ones like this, it causes a bit of issues. I'm trying to fine tune it by using the friction lock here, and it's just wanting to jump all over the place. See, just that little bit wants to bring it all the way back. There's 12,000. We'll level off here, pick up a little bit of speed. If we head on down to Key West, look at that. Look at that. Man, this thing sounds awesome. How's the sound, guys? As far as my microphone to sim ratio. 16,000, but we'll stay here at 12. Enjoy some of this low level beauty here. Let's see if we can get a little more speed without freaking going up to 100. Just that little bump. Engines will fail on me. I need about 45% or so to maintain speed. HD says, sound good to me. Alright, cool. Diego says, free turbine engine, care with the speed down. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, care with the speed down. Another, we getting down to Key West. Man, this just looks freaking, oh man. Orbx. This is freaking epically awesome. Alright, so while we're here, let me take a look at where we're supposed to be landing. Yeah, it's wanting us to come in on 9 again. So we want to make some adjustments here. We're going to fly the RNAV for runway 9. Via the strap transition. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to go via the sting transition. Corgi can be removed. So once we get to Qatar, yeah, once we get here, we'll activate our approach, and that'll take us directly to Sting, which is bringing us in on the left-handed, pretty much a left-handed base for runway 9. Alright, so that's looking good. Got that set. See, speed steadily dropping. I need to get this thing up a little bit higher as far as the but just a fraction of a freaking millimeter. Be on to something here. I think I got it. Finally got it in the right place. I thought. It shouldn't be going up that high. Says I'm back from my food coma. Alright, well, we're on the second leg now. In the Sabb 340. I'm trying to get power sorted out in this daggone thing. It's like the throttles are really twitchy. I don't know if it's the noise in my physical throttle or if it's just the plane. I did mess around with the throttle lock the other night, and I mean the throttle friction lock, and it seemed to help about right here, but I don't know that it's helping tonight. I can't ever remember what my temps were, but surely I shouldn't be. Yeah, I don't know if that's like, I'm not touching it right now and it's still, you know, jiggling back and forth, but it should still have some, it's either up to 90 or down to 40. That's what's irritating about it. If I I move them just so slightly backwards, try to pull the power back a little bit, see the right engine goes down to 20. That should be happening. How they simulate failures in this thing. It'll actually go. If it will stay with us. Problem is, both engines are doing it, so one goes, surely the second one will. We got a left-hand turn coming up just over Arcadia, Florida. And we'll be flying down over Fort Myers and then across Naples. On out over Marco Island. And then we will be out over the Gulf for a couple of minutes. So we make our approach into Key West. Provided we keep our engines. But yeah, this True Earth Florida is really nicely done in my opinion. Even here at 10,000, even coming in at 37,000 into Orlando, it looks pretty good. The coloring and the textures, they're all pretty well done. It's just, man, it costs you on some storage space. Just barely nudged it. She wants to go up to freaking 80 or 90. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to find out today if this thing is going to let us run. They about to be messing with that thing. Approach minimum say, man, I had the itis. So we're just about halfway. Left turn coming up here at Rogan. Miles out from Rogan. check our speed, make sure we don't exceed the speed limit for the aircraft. Really nice aircraft though. I may need to take apart my throttles. Make sure there's no dust or anything down in there that's causing that noise. We got to turn off the landing lights, so we are at 12,000. While I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and set up our VNAV here. So we want, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be 1,500 feet. And we'll do 1 nautical mile before. Wait until we're you know what, I'm gonna just change it here. Actually, we should have went to Key West. That's how you add it before. Let's delete that. I forgot how to do it. So let's delete that sting. Go to Key West. I'll change it, and that should add it before Key West. There we go. Sorry, we want 1,500 feet at Sting because that's the start of the approach. That's the start of the approach. And we'll do we'll do 1,000 foot a minute. That gives us a top of descent in 20 minutes. Alright, let's see what you got. Let's see what you said. Which channel did you send it to? Okay, I got it. No shit. There's one in DC. Why is it not letting me click on the link? Yeah, we'll have to check that out after the stream. Definitely have to check that out. I've been looking for one of those things, man. Is this one in DC? Is it new? Because I mean, all my years of living around the area, I've never seen or heard of it. Cape Coral, Florida, down to our right. After that is Naples. I don't know if we'll be able to see down at Naples. Which Naples is another airport I frequent in my flight simming. HD says, I did a 737 simulation in Orange County, California 3 years ago. I enjoyed every minute of that simulator for 2 hours. Man, man, dude, you know what? Valentine's Day might be getting changed around tomorrow. Because if that's true, I'm going to have to find this place. Minimum. I mean, if they can legitimately set me up on a short flight, maybe from DC or somewhere, I would just love that. That would be awesome. Just barely make out the coast underneath the cloud deck there. So 3 more waypoints or so, and we'll be leaving the coast of Florida. And then the next waypoint after that, we'll be getting ready to begin our approach into Key West. So far, we're looking good. Guys, definitely make sure you smash that like button. As you all know, it definitely helps the channel out. I wonder what airport that is. This is about where I was in one of the screenshots from the intermission. Like I said, I've been doing this flight back and forth the last couple of days, trying to get used to this aircraft. Before coming on screen, making myself look like a dummy. Minimum says it's in Bethesda. Okay. I hate going out to that area, man. Traffic for no reason. I don't know, sometime it was affordable. All this time I thought it was expensive and only available to pilots. Well, I knew you could get in them and do it, but like you said, I thought it was just out of the reach as far as I wasn't about to go pay $700-800 for 2 hours of freaking sim time. But definitely, if it's affordable, I'll be happy paying $200 for 2 hours. I mean, I'm sure it could be somewhere around in there, give or take. My question is, can you bring video cameras? Because I would definitely like to record the experience. So we're passing Bonita Springs right now, just north of Naples. Bonita Springs is like up the road from Naples. I don't know about you guys, but I love the sound of a turboprop. There's just something about it, man. I can sit here, the sound of it, dude. I can fall asleep to this sound. I mean, I'm a white noise kind of guy, so I always gotta have some sound in my background when I'm going to sleep. I can't fall asleep in a quiet room. But this right here, if I put this plane on autopilot and let it fly across the country, had me out like a baby in 5 minutes. The muddy water, that's pretty sweet. Not bad, Orbx, not bad at all. Can just make out the coast out there. Hope everybody's got their life vests underneath their seat. We daggone sure didn't check for it. HG says we flew from KSNA. Is that what airport is that? Is that John Wayne? Did some pattern and landed at LAX. Yeah, that's cool, dude. I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna really have to check it out. Maybe sometime this weekend. That'll make for a fun weekend. Alright, so let's check here on our top of descent, see where we are. We got 8 minutes till scheduled top of descent. Sorry about that, guys. I'm kind of tired. HD says John Wayne. Yeah, okay. How much did you pay for it, HD, out there at that time when you did it? I know California is a bit high. You know, that's really not bad. I mean, if it's around that out here, 170-ish, and you're saying you got 2 hours for that, I would definitely be trying to get like a 3-hour flight or something. I mean, sure, I would like to jump in there and go from point A to point B, but I don't want to be sitting here like this up at cruise. I can do that at home on the sim. I mean, I'd like to go, you know, maybe some short haul, DC to freaking like LaGuardia or something like that. Man, look at the landscape just changing on us. This is freaking nice. Out there. Man, look at that. Got 5.5 minutes till the top of the sun anyway, so. Once we get up here to Qatar, we'll go ahead and get ready to activate the approach, because our next waypoint will be the beginning of our approach. We need to be at 1500 by the time we get to Sting. Says it's $243 here for 1 hour. Get 20% off on your birthday or the day after. Well, I mean, $243, that's still not bad, but I don't know that I'll be doing 2 or 3 hours at $243. I mean, that 170 was right there, perfect range. I may do 2 hours. But I mean, an hour of, you know, you do a couple circuits or something like that. That's pretty decent. I wonder if they'll let me just have at it. Like, I want to print something out within an hour from SimBrief, and take it in there and just be like, dude, just leave me alone, let me have at it, and see what I can do. Like, that's what I want to do. 10 minutes or so to program it into the FMC. Like, I legit want to see if I can do it. If it's a Boeing simulator, I want to see if I can do it. I don't want them to give me the thing already running. I legit want to just do it. Alright, 2 minutes and 50 seconds till top of descent. We have left the mainland of Florida. Out over the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, look at the water. The water is just beautiful. Look at that. That is just freaking amazing. There's a couple things that I need to still map on this aircraft. One is my vertical speed, which is down here. It's a knob right here. And a couple other things. Because this, trying to manipulate this and watch it on here, I need to put that on the switch. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go into... Oh, we need to reset our altitude. It's going to tell us within a minute. It's going to say descend now. There it is, descend the target. Alright, so we'll reset that to 1500 vertical speed mode, and we'll try to get a good look here to see what we're that's up. So we'll put her at about 900 feet a minute right now, and let's come back on the power. Slow descent down into Key West. We're just coming up to Qatar now. And as we get a little bit closer, we'll go ahead and activate our final approach. Activate our approach so that we can pick up Sting on the GPS. This is a real world flight operated by Silver Airways. They operated from Fort Lauderdale, like Miami and Orlando, which are their 3 hubs in Florida. It's a Florida operated airline, regional. And they fly mostly, from what what I've seen Saab 340s. Alright, so there is Sting there. That's where we'll be picking up our approach at, but we obviously have a line going to it as we get about right here. We'll activate it. Getting ready to pass 10,000 so landing lights can come back on. Next time we fly this thing, hopefully we'll have the power torque thing sorted. There's our turn towards Sting. HD says they should have that option for you. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they will. I'm gonna definitely head out and try to find them online, check them out after the stream. Approaching minimums, man. We ought to go down there, dude. We ought to try to do a short little flight or something, see how we how we both fare. All right, let me go ahead and get the weather for Key West here. Turbulence. Alright, so altimeter is 3010, so we'll tune that now. And 9 mile viz, so we should be good. Out from Sting. Increase our vertical speed a bit. Bumped around by the rough air. Try to get a smooth landing in here into Key West. worry about icing. God, that X-Enviro does justice for the clouds. Oh my God, look at that. I actually feel like I'm in clouds. Goodness. Sync up our heading. Alright, looks like we're below the cloud deck now. A bit hazy down here. Alrighty, now is the time to put up your seat backs and your tray tables. We're getting ready to make our way into Key West. Get ready to activate this here in a few moments. Still don't have visual on the islands yet. $1,000 to go on the altitude. And that 1100 foot has got us down a bit early, which is fine. We are pretty much 11.3 out from Sting. Then it should be just a left turn, a slight left to enter the left-handed base, and then we have another left turn to final. $29 out from Key West. There's our altitude of 1500 there. What I should have done is let me just double check here.
Key West INTL information Charlie. 1800 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 27, dew point -13. Altimeter 3009. Arriving runway 09, departing runway 09. Advise on initial contact you have Charlie.
altimeter is off by 1 from what Google said. I just like to make sure that the active runway is the same as what we're getting through SimBrief and through the METAR here. Because I am using Traffic Global. So I like to try to come in on the same approach that they're using. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to procedures and activate our approach. That is done, and we'll go ahead and arm the approach there as we come up on our right hand turn, slight right. Alright, looking good, guys. Frame rep. Slight right. We'll go ahead and sync up the heading again. .16 out until we enter left-handed base. And then that's all she wrote from there. Some more window views of the engines. I don't know which engines this thing runs. I don't know if it's the PT6 or what. I think it's a PT6. Matter of fact, let's look that up. That's what we'll do while we do it. The General Electric T700. I remember a number of years ago I used to fuel aircraft down DCA, and this thing flew into DCA once a day over on my side, and it was Colligan Air, operated by I think American, or was it American or was it US Express? I think it was US Express, and it had like kind of like the American paint scheme that it has now. But anyways, I used to love seeing this thing come in. This and the Dash 8 Q200, operated by US Airways. Two of my favorite planes to fuel. I love the freaking engine startup sound. Everything. Alright, so we're 9 out from our turn. Airport's over here somewhere. Engines cooled off, I see. We'll go ahead and get her down, try to get her down gently. I had a decent landing in this thing last night. It was like 136 or something like that. We already know that's not going to happen for the Xtreme. But we'll try to set her down gently. there. We'll get ready to start getting this thing configured. Speed bug at about 115 approach speed. Fuel's looking good. There's our turn. We'll go ahead and start slowing her down a bit. See, now that's responsive there that I was looking for earlier. I just gently pulled them back. They dropped a little bit, didn't go all crazy. Let's see, where do I have this thing? Alright. We'll have to remember that position for the friction lock. Let's go ahead and pull them back a little more. Start dropping our speed. Once we turn on final, we'll go max on the condition levers. And once we touch down, we'll go into beta. And that should get us some reverse thrust. Shouldn't need full reverse thrust. I mean, it's a 5,076 foot runway. But here's our turn for final. Go ahead and pull the power levers back. 160 we're looking for first notch of flaps. Straight down to 15. I guess that'll be the second notch. Still can't see the airport out there yet. Maintain 120. So we got the island in sight, straight ahead. We'll go ahead and sink our heading bug. And we should be expecting the descent here in a moment. Bus speed. See how far out from bus speed are we? 3 nautical miles. Should pick up the glide slope at bus speed. Now ease on down to 115. Drop the gear. Give her some power. Geo says, didn't know you was a fueler. Yeah, man. I used to fuel aircraft for a good little while, and now I drive tractor trailers for a living. I think I told you that before, Gio. Alright, full flaps. Give her some power. Not that much power. Alright, there's a glide slope. I'm getting some wind here. Alright, looking good on the glide slope. 2 red, 2 white. That's what we want to see. Looking good on the approach as I accidentally kicked my rudder. Bring the power back. And let's go ahead and go. Props max. Alright, we have control of the aircraft. Should have let it flew a little bit longer so we can look at some of this gorgeous scenery. Some power, slightly low. Man, this honeycomb feels really nice in this aircraft. Thing handles really good too, hand flying. Negative 89, okay. Sorry about the track IR. Ease off on the power a bit. Try to get close to that threshold as possible. Short runway. Oh, negative 225. We'll take it. Those reverses kick in. Exit here to the right. Man, this thing sounds freaking awesome. We'll come off the landing lights, taxi lights can come on, strobes can go off. We'll get on over here with the rest of our colleagues. Flaps can come up. We'll leave this thing running and then do a couple replays. I don't know if that's gonna, the thing seemed not to have any sound the other night when I flew it in the replay, so we'll see. Try to leave it running this time. That thing sounds pretty good. Alright guys, let's go ahead and grab a couple of replays. Let's bring our props back. And parking brake, come on. Alright, let's get our lights back on. Preparation for the replay. I think that was a pretty smooth landing. HG says, nice, love the sound. Yeah, man, I love it. It's just turboprops, man. That's all I can say about it. And let's try to get us a good replay spot here. All right, we'll do this one for the first. There we go. We got a little bit of sounds. It doesn't sound like it has the full sound though, but it's all good. We'll roll with it, and as usual we'll pump that Trinity. Complete the flight on Project Fly. Gorgeous scenery tonight, guys. Definitely appreciate y'all stopping by, hanging with me tonight. We'll get a couple good replays out of this one. Beautiful approach. Fucking beautiful approach. Like I said before, this terminates the flight of Silver Airways Flight 3M70. This will also terminate the stream for you guys for tonight. Look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Man, look at the way the I'm sorry guys, I know I yelled, I just got geeked out. But check this, I didn't even notice this before. Look at the way the freaking props, where's my replay thing? Look at the way the freaking props went in the beta. Just look at the props. I didn't never notice this before, but watch the props, just watch the props when I go in the beta. Look at that! You can see him going in the beta. Oh my goodness. This aircraft is love. I'm sorry guys, I get geeked out about details like that. So we're gonna take it back. Try to get one from... Let's get one from this side. Let's get one from this side. That was freaking awesome. HG says, love the sounds. Nice, yeah man. I haven't seen that detail on the prop before. As far as seeing it physically switching the beta or the angle of the blades and things like that. Look how gentle that is on the aileron. That's the honeycomb for you. I wish the sound's acting right in replay mode. Alright, so let's get one from this side here. Then we'll run a couple more and then I'll leave you with one nice one to enjoy. This is freaking awesome. Just the scenery. Orbx, you did your thing, man. The water. X Enviro doing this thing with the lighting in the clouds. If you guys like props, man, this is definitely one to get. Minimum says, is that Ortho? Wow. It's a version of Ortho by Orbx. Orbx made this whole Florida scenery that we're seeing. What you seen earlier in the stream, leaving out of Atlanta, that was Ortho. So I mean, the quality is there, but Orbx goes further than Ortho photos. Not only with the ground texturing, but the autogen that you see around the airport. If that makes sense to you. Alright, so let's see if we can't get a runway view. And actually, I'm gonna play the Trinity back. Yeah, we're gonna play Trinity back. So let me get my camera set up here on the runway. And we'll get 2 runway shots, and then I'll leave you with 1. We'll get a center line shot, and then we'll get an offset one. If I can get this damn thing on center line. Alright, we'll get this one. I wish the sounds would cooperate on replay, because slightly off center, but get it back on center. There you go. Alright, let's see if we can't slide this thing up here to where we touch down at about. We'll get one more. And then I'll leave y'all with one more replay. Captain Geo, man. I love Orbx, Florida. LOL, thinking about flight in Florida again. LOL. Geo, just let me know, dude. We'll collab on something. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. Florida's a beautiful state. The wifey and I are really contemplating on moving down there. Oh, I don't have my dash cam set up. Dang, that's tough. Alright, well, this was a really good one, so no, I'll tell you what, we going back here so we can see these daggone props, and we'll let that run. We'll run it from out here. Guys, this is the moment where I have to leave you. Approaching minimums, Captain Geo, HD Simulation, Anthony, who else was in here? Diego, and whoever else that watches this in the future, man. I appreciate y'all support. I appreciate you coming to hang out with me tonight. And we'll definitely be back on it. If you haven't done so, go up there and hit follow me on Twitter. You obviously subscribed on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook, man. Join the Discord. Appreciate y'all stopping through, hanging with me tonight. And I'll leave y'all with this one. Let y'all enjoy this last one. And then we'll get back to the gate, and then I'll let you hear the shutdown sound. How about that? But as of right now, I'm going off camera, man. I'll see you next time. Thank y'all for stopping by. Y'all see those props again? Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and get her on over back to here and shut her down for y'all. Kill the music. Alright. Let's go ahead and shut her down. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch y'all next time.